Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from the Automotive Rate. In this video, I will do a walk-around tour of two of the Mazda 3 models. The first being the 3rd generation model sold from 2013 to 2018 and the 4th generation model sold from 2019 till present. The Mazda 3 has been and still is an affordable compact sedan with great driving dynamics and interior build quality. Not to mention the great reliable reputation that Mazda has. With that said, let's take a closer look at the 3rd generation Mazda 3 sedan. Starting with the powertrain. This car produces 118 brake horsepower and 150 Nm of torque from the naturally aspirated dual overhead cam, 1.5 litre 16 valve, 4-cylinder engine with Skyactiv G technology. Paired with front-wheel drive and a 6-speed automatic transmission, the car accelerates to 100 km per hour in 11.7 seconds onto a top speed of 188 km per hour. Fuel economy comes in at a pretty respectable 17.5 km per litre, which is decently good for a compact sedan. The all-wheel independent suspension consists of McPherson struts up front and multi-link out back. But then there's the second engine choice, which is a 2 litre 16 valve 4-cylinder engine with Skyactiv G, and that makes 162 brake horsepower and 210 Nm of torque. The 6-speed auto is the same but sends the car to 100 km per hour in 8.9 seconds with a top speed of 208 km per hour. With more power, fuel economy decreases to 15.6 km per litre compared to 17.5 km per litre. Moving to exterior design up front, I think this car have a very stylish front end design. I like how the way the halogen projector beam headlights and headlight housing are designed. The chrome surrounds on the front grille further adds the sophisticated look to the front end. The turn signals and fog lights are at the lower portion of the front bumper, and personally I think the design is very clean. Moving to the side profile, there will be body coloured mirror caps and door handles, black window surrounds with chrome belt lining, body lines along the side and 16-inch silver alloy wheels with a very simple design. Round back of the car, I think the Mazda 3 has one of the best looking rear fascia compared to rivals. The taillight design is incandescent but looks simple and inoffensive. Other than that though, the rear of this car looks great, especially when the exhaust tip is nicely tucked away under the rear bumper. Open the rear tailgate and you get 408 litres of cargo space, which isn't really the best in class but is good enough for a small family. Entering the rear seats of this car, the first thing I realized is the seat comfort. Legroom is plenty, headroom is alright, but someone over 1.8 meters tall might struggle to fit back here. Other useful features include a fold-down center armrest with 2 cup holders on the center seat, which is really nice. To the front cabin of this car, interior design and quality is definitely one of the best in class. The aluminum trim on the passenger dashboard makes it look better as compared to using plastic. Standard for this particular unit will be a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with a decently intuitive system. The knobs used for the aircon controls looks and feels really good. Even the gear lever is well finished with gloss black surround and red stitching. All the way up top will be a sunroof, which is something nice to have, but let's take a look from the driver's side. Standard gauges will be an analog tachometer front and center with a digital speedometer integrated into it. To the left and right will be digital displays showing basic information like odometer, drive range, outside temperature and water and fuel gauge. Being a somewhat sporty model, the driving position can be quite low for a sensible compact sedan, and the red stitching makes it look sportier. Overall interior build quality up front is incredible for something with a typical compact sedan price. In my opinion, the interior feels a lot better than most rivals, but what if you are interested in a newer model? Well then, the 4th generation Mazda 3 might be worth your consideration. So from 2019 till present, the 4th generation Mazda 3 is still one of the best compact cars on sale right now. Exterior, interior and driving dynamics are almost best in class, so let's take a closer look at this car. Starting with the exterior design, up front you will see the very sleek and elegant looking front fascia design, which I really like. The body lines along the hood create a sporty look, while the sleek headlight design further enhances it. Standard for all trims will be LED projector beam headlights with daytime running lights. The main front grille is a little big for a compact car, but the chrome surround on the front grille gives it a rather stylish look. To the side profile, the side looks premium with body color mirror caps, door handles, chrome window surrounds, body lines along the side and 16-inch multi-spoke silver alloy wheels for the base classic trim, 18-inch silver alloy wheels with a simple yet good-looking design for the elegance and Estina trim levels. Round back of the Mazda 3, I think the rear end looks just as attractive as the rest of the car, with a very sophisticated design on the taillight housing and a very clean overall rear design. While the round dual exhaust tip give a sporty vibe to the rear end of this car. Open the rear trunk and you get 444 litres of cargo space, which is quite a lot larger than the previous generation model. Entering the rear seats of this car, comfort is better than the older model as the cushioning is softer and the space is also slightly increased. I get a decent amount of headroom, but legroom is really great. Someone who is about 1.8 meters tall should fit at the back without any problem. Other standard features at the back includes a fold-down armrest on the center seat with 2 cup holders and rear aircon vents. Moving to the front cabin of this car, the interior is very well built. You get soft touch materials with stitching on the passenger dashboard, and the full width aircon vest makes the interior look wide. The standard infotainment system will be 8.8-inch in size, and you will need to use a touchpad to control it. Its display is quite intuitive, and the layout of this interior is great. I especially love how the aircon controls are designed. I think all the buttons are very easy to use. Further down the center console, soft touch materials can be found, and the center console is generally well finished with gloss black trim and leather. Open the storage under the center armrest and the space is decent, but let's take a look from the driver's side. Alright, coming in from the driver's side, I genuinely like the interior design of this car. Everything looks very functional and somewhat elegant. The analog tachometer is found all the way to the left, digital speedometer front and center with advanced safety assistance systems, and all the way to the right will be the fuel and water gauges. The steering wheel design is simple, but then again very functional. Not only that, this is one of the few compact sedans that has pedal shifters for better control over your car. As for driving position, this is obviously better than the previous generation model. I find myself sitting slightly lower than before, creating a sportier experience. Overall interior build quality up front is superb, one of the best in the compact sedan class. Powering this car is the naturally aspirated dual overhead cam, 1.5 litre 16 valve 4-cylinder engine with Skyactiv G technology and a 48V mild hybrid system. Combined power output is 135 brake horsepower and 153 Nm of torque. Paired with front wheel drive and a 6-speed automatic transmission, the car accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 11.9 seconds, onto a top speed of 200 km per hour. Fuel economy is rated at 18.1 km per litre, and the suspension setup consists of independent McPherson struts up front and torsion beam rear axle out back. In summary, this Mazda 3 is an excellent car for someone who is looking for a reliable car with great driving dynamics. If you have a tighter budget, the previous generation model isn't a bad choice, but the current generation model is the one that is better overall, be it styling, comfort or fuel economy. With that, I'll wrap up the walk-around tour of the 3rd and 4th generation Mazda 3 models. Thanks for watching.